Okay, everyone. Nobody is right when everyone is wrong. Cannot support any politician or any political side 100% ever again, because it will leave it all open to corruption to be repeated once more. That isn't exactly the reason why I made this video today. The reason why I made this video is about there are more AI bot accounts on all social medias across the world than there are humans in 2026. There are a plague level. They're supporting all sorts of disgusting regimes and influencing people's minds with propaganda so people think they're real accounts. They have no live feeds. They have no actual human owner to the channel's content. They have reposts of playlists and things to give them a humanly seeming legitimacy. They post things like pictures of a kangaroo to say that they're Australian looking and everything. They are bots, 100%. Please, for your critical thinking and for all people across the world, start looking at the profiles of people you are liking comments to, responding to and interacting with. They are bots. You've got the algorithms. Okay? My most viewed videos are 55,000 views, but yet the picture of that guy gets 10 views. The algorithms are actually working against human people on the internet to support the corrupt, rich banks and regimes. You need to stop blaming the common people standing on the street next to you, no matter where they're from, no matter what kind of job they do, or no matter whether they are a certain inkling like an LGBTQ person, because the real crimes being committed are millions of bots flooding the internet and all social medias across the world and using propaganda. It's a propaganda machine to influence people to support I don't even know what to name it anymore. Honestly, you need to start looking at what you are supporting, guys. The mainstream news, massive streamers with millions of followers, all of them, red or blue, whatever political think you're into, or the nationalist groups. None of your media's supporters or anybody are reporting the massive influx of bots just swarming the internet with comment after comment after comment of just empty, fake, algorithm AI comments. Australians, you know, why are you supporting bot comments? And racism and hate. Fascists only support the rich who fund them and the agenda of the party. They will always need a new undesirable, as history has proven multiple times, to make the regime appear powerful to the brainwashed and uncritical thinking users that support them. Look, that Nelma with the picture of the kangaroo or whatever it is, it was a complete fake bot account. And then The Science Lover was a complete fake bot account, and then you even get bot accounts supporting and protecting bot accounts when real people like this guy here just loudly yes protesting, vocalizing your disagreements with any particular party, bank, or regime should not be an arrestable crime. You are allowed to protest loudly. That is not committing a crime. It is not causing mayhem and madness across the streets. It's common people like the ones that are being punched down by the bots standing up for you and me. You guys, you need to start looking at the profiles of the accounts you are commenting to. History has shown over and over and over. Even this guy's own family member, right there listed, is trying to awaken people. Then you've got, over there on their side, this man here, he is a Democrat, a loyal Democrat. But he is more independent news media than Midas, Fox, CNN, Channel 10, ABC, or anybody in Australia, because he is calling out both sides. Him and his wife are trying to raise awareness to the fact that homeless and things are political failures. You will not have a Band-Aid that will make your rent cheaper, your food cheaper, your thing by turning on the people who are living next to you in the street. Then you've got religion. The inherent failures of all religion, my God. Especially mixed with politics. The inherent failure of all religion. You have to sin to be forgiven. A mythical thing cannot help you in the modern world. Mix it with politics and it becomes this. No matter who you are, what side you support, if you have no true empathy, then and then look, I'm trying to support justice, peaceful resolutions, and bot comments. Empathy for an uneducated person who voted for cutting off funding to the... So look, I have had actual grievous threats on my page at me. Like I said, no posts, no live feed, no family videos, no life. The only content that is on their channels are repeats of playlists and things to give it a human-looking validation. But they are bots. Do not be fooled. They are algorithm bots. Then you've got bots supporting bots. You've got insane fascist media organisations supporting and highlighting the comments. People are saying, in Australia especially, well, it's taking a lot of American money. Hey mate, I don't know about you, but I help my wife pay rent. If I have to drive my kid to school, I drive my kids to school. If I have to help wipe a nappy, I will wipe a nappy without question. You know why? Because when I entered into the alliance of marriage, I knew there'd be certain parts that my missus would not be capable of doing on her own. So therefore, in our alliance, I do my utmost best to support and help her and my children. Just like the reason why we all get up every morning as working class dogs and go to work. It's not for us, it's for them. They cannot define the term alliance because they are bots. Look, EBZ was a bot. But then the most freaky part that nobody is even caring about, no media, no posters, no social gurus, they're supporting other bots' comments. At first I thought this was a bot account, blah blah blah. That deserve whatever was a bot account with no content, bar that comment and other rancid comments across political channels on all feeds. You know, look, they are radicalising racism. Grokbot types of comments. Like I said, give it up, Elon. We see and smell you. This guy, the Board of Peace. You have to pay $1 million to join the Board of Peace, but yet nobody is saying, hang on, well, he just betrayed the alliance we've had that my grandfather and a bunch of millions of people around the world's relatives died and sacrificed for to create. He just betrayed that. In Greenland and the United European Unions, Canada, he's betrayed it. You do not think a guy who has already just betrayed all of them will not betray his Board of Peace if it does not suit his agenda? Seriously? Seriously. Like I said, Midas Touch. They claim independent news media. I've been a follower of theirs for a long time, but honestly, the last few months, I've become rather critical because they will not call out the Democrat side. That is not independent news journalism. Independent news journalism should be about truth and calling out all sides, no matter who you are. And definitely not flogging at the end of a video about people being unlived in their own cities with subscribe, like and share and help get us to 6 million followers. You will never, ever, ever tell me that was independent news journalism. Okay? It's a justice issue. It is not a red, white, blue, green, yellow Martian issue. It's a justice versus corruption. Then you've got insane channels like the one listed at the bottom there, just supporting, in our country as well, this hypocrisy and circus of values. Motorhead called it out. I seek no truth. Just want to rule the world. My crown is called deceit. I am the emperor of lies. You grovel at my feet. I rob you and I slaughter you. Your downfall is my gain. For I am the politician and I decide your fate. Let me kill Mr. Motorhead. Rest in peace, brother. You've got this guy here. He's controlling billions and billions of old accounts they hack. They wait. The ones that are 12-year-old that have got, a few playlists are hacked accounts that have been used to give his bots a human-looking, legitimate, almost face. But don't be fooled. They are his bots. This guy, I think he's the only law enforcement officer in the world that must have bought his police uniform from a 1938 eBay advertisement. Because I don't know anyone who wears the left strap, the strap over the left shoulder except for one organisation. I mean, look, you cannot even question this guy. You know, the great American, great Australian fallacy. Nowhere has ever been great or lucky for anybody. It's all a big lie. We will always have struggle. We will always have poverty. We will always have drug issues. Violence, hype, rhetoric will never remove those issues. What can lessen the damage of those issues? Rich, the governments, the banks, the media, news, all supporting an empathic view that other people are suffering is a small start to making things better. For you who stands on the street pointing at some guy right next to you going, "You're the reason I've got no food. You're the reason I got no job. You're the reason I can't pay my rent." You really, really honestly believe that? You are that brainwashed and riddled with propaganda, you would rather turn around and point at somebody standing next to you on the street than the people that have been in power since before you were even born, before your parents' parents were even born. The monsters behind the machines, the rich, the banks, the governments, and corrupt regimes, corrupt media, and nowadays add to that list more bots than humans supporting that hypocrisy. You've got people like this person here with this news channel fully supporting a disgusting, rancid agenda. You've got people like this bot. This was an actual bot account. They wrote, "The sausage, you need to stop condemning the fascists and Nazi and take a good look at yourself." And I put, if you add a broccoli stem, a piece of tortilla, and something else to your sausage comment, you have the official national recipe listed by their department yesterday. True. Very, very true. Very true. Then you've got ads like this on YouTube. How is this ad even legal? I have blocked this star whatever thing so many times. Honestly, how is this ad even? And then when I tried to block it again this time, it came up under music and audio. YouTube, what? How can you legitimately explain that to anybody? I tried to block this thing so many times. I am so disgusted and sick of seeing these weird AI, date me, disgusting, rancid garbage on my feeds. And you cannot even block it because it becomes under a whole complete delegitimate format. I love music. I love creativity. I do not in any way or shape or form support that. Then you've got this, honestly, how can you blame that poor kid for you not having your food and then tolerate, look, being literally, honestly, people are trying to raise awareness to homeless people on a massive scale, being shut down by algorithms, bots. You've got to start looking at the channels that are posting, guys. You've got to look at the channel you're actually following. You've got to look at the people commenting on those channels to see whether or not they are actually even bots. I will call out anybody and everybody from all sides. It must be my grandfather and my good old Aussie nature. I will call out your bullshit on all sides. This is the reality for some people in the world. struggling daily. They have been abused, punched down and trapped their whole lives. Nobody cares. It's become so hypocritical, it's beyond words. And none of the media are even trying to raise awareness to any of these issues because they're all part of it. I do not support any particular side. I support freedom and justice and the right of people to be able to just turn around and say, what you just did is deeply, deeply wrong. Nobody is right when everybody is wrong. Empathy starts not with an E, but with a U. As in you as a human. And the fact that so many people are letting AI-generated bots control their thinking is a shameful, massive crime that no media in the world is supporting, raising awareness to, or even trying to support stopping it in any way, shape or form. I have not seen a single news report or streamer or anyone else mention that there are more bots on all social media platforms than there are humans. Please, I'm just asking you, look at the profiles before you like or waste your time even commenting and block the bots. It's the only way people are going to retake control against the bots flooding world media. It's a sad thing, man. Sad, sad thing. People are just being silenced by regime-driven bot accounts and brainwashed by them. It's a propaganda thing. I'll tell you all my last statement, okay? Governments, churches, banks, and the rich do not give. They take. Okay? You want a classic example of it all? Women's suffrage. They didn't give women the right to vote. Women had to earn that right to vote through strike, boycott, and strife, and some of them, sadly, in their own blood. The governments didn't just turn around and go, okay, we're feeling nice today, ladies. We're going to give you the right to vote this one time, but next election, psh. And anybody who tries to say that's not true, simply raise those simple points. People who say, well, you know, Greenland was going to get invaded by Russia and China, simply raise the point of, define the definition of alliance, please. Greenland was never under a threat until a certain government person betrayed all of the alliances that have existed since World War II. And all of the veterans and all of the band. Anybody who supports that, you are a traitor to everything they built. I hope you people start looking at the profiles of the comments you are liking and supporting. They are not on anybody's side that is a human. They are machines in a regime machine. Goodbye. Peace out. Educate the masses. Don't infuriate the masses.